go through this, bro. And it's serious right now, like. You know what I'm saying, bro? Nigga, I was on the floor crying last night, bro.
Listen, bro. Don't let that
Nah, nigga, my mama, man.
Don't let that
Man, I got people trying to be in my business about the baby and stuff. You know, we got baby mama number 2 mad. Like, I don't know what I did to her. And then my mom, cuz she going through it. I mean, at what
point do I really just say all this? I'm like robbing myself out of just moments in my life because of my loyalty to somebody who never really truly held me down in any capacity.
Scott, why you ain't talk to her all day?
Because that's what we do.
I told her I was going through something last night. I said, yo,
I said, I'm trying to understand what's happening.
My mother is dying.
You being hella dramatic.
I'm really just quiet, period. I ain't even got the strength to do this.
You done talk about me to everybody around this motherfucker.
You done talk about me. You done talk about me. You done hold you down. I done held you down. And I down. But you know what?
Go away.
You know what? You away.
Saw that. I ain't going nowhere, and that's why you mad. That's why you really mad.
I'm not mad at you, Bam. I really love you.
Oh my God. You absolutely need to hear about this incredible love story that had everyone in Atlanta completely mesmerized. Picture this perfect scene, the vibrant streets of Atlanta, where hip-hop isn't just music, it's the city's heartbeat, and ambition fills every corner of the air. Right in the middle of this electric atmosphere, the most captivating romance unfolded, and trust me, it's a story that will leave you breathless. Let me spill all the tea about Lil Scrappy. And honey, we're not just talking about another rap star climbing the charts. This man's personal life became the most talked about sensation in the entertainment world. And then there's the absolutely stunning Bambi Benson, a woman who wasn't just blessed with incredible beauty, but also built this amazing business empire, carrying herself with the kind of grace that would make royalty jealous. When these two crossed paths, it was like watching fireworks on New Year's Eve, absolutely spectacular. Their chemistry, it was enough to power the entire city of Atlanta. The passion between them, absolutely electric. And the drama that came with it all? Child, let me tell you, it was better than any Hollywood scriptwriter could dream up. Picture this perfect contradiction. Bambi, with all her sophistication and poise, standing next to Scrappy's raw, unfiltered energy. It was like watching lightning strike water. It shouldn't work, but when it happened, everyone stopped to watch in amazement. But here's where things get even more interesting. Their entire love story played out right before our eyes on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Can you even imagine having every single moment of your relationship broadcast for millions to see? Every tender touch, every heated argument, every tear-filled reconciliation? We were all completely hooked. The show gave us a front row seat to what seemed like a fairy tale in the making. When things were good, they were absolutely magical. They brought out these beautiful, hidden sides of each other that no one had ever seen before. The fiercely independent Bambi showed this gorgeously vulnerable side around Scrappy, and his tough exterior, it just melted away like butter whenever she walked into the room. But darling, you know how fame can be absolutely brutal on love. It's like putting your relationship under this giant microscope where every tiny crack becomes a canyon. What started as small disagreements turned into these huge, public spectacles. And then the rumor mill started working overtime. Whispers about infidelity started circulating through Atlanta's social circles faster than a wildfire, turning their private pain into public entertainment. It was heartbreaking to watch, like seeing this beautiful painting slowly start to crack and fade. That seemingly unbreakable bond they shared, it started showing signs of strain that had everyone wondering if love really could conquer all.
Her after me and you start back being cool, so she want to know why you blocked her.
I seen how y'all going. I was like, I'm not even part of this.
But you know what, Scrap? I will tell you this. You're wrong because you was flirting with her for a very long time.
You said I was flirting with her?
Why was that wrong?
Show it.
Don't flirt with the don't flirt with the friends. Don't flirt with the people in the circle.
I just want everybody to know I don't give a who Scrap flirts with, okay? He's free to flirt with whoever the he want to flirt with.
once again.
But brace yourself, because what happened next literally had everyone. That passionate love that used to light up every room they walked into, it transformed into these explosive arguments that had everyone talking. That same reality show that let us fall head over heels for their romance was now documenting every painful crack in their relationship. Yes, the chemistry was still there. You could see it in their eyes even when they were fighting. But honey, the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. And then came the moment that shook Atlanta's entertainment scene to its very foundation. The breakup wasn't just another celebrity split. This was an emotional earthquake that had aftershocks for months. We all watched in real time as their world came crashing down. And let me tell you about Scrappy's reaction. My heart absolutely shattered into a million pieces for him. That tough guy image he'd built his entire career on, gone in an instant. The confidence that had made him a star in the rap game, completely devastated. Poor Scrappy couldn't even pretend to keep it together anymore, and he didn't try to. He took to social media and started pouring his heart out in these raw, emotional messages that had everyone reaching for their tissues. One tweet in particular had me absolutely speechless. He was literally begging Bambi to come back, pleading for just one more chance to make everything right. His fans were absolutely devastated seeing their hero brought so low by love. But hold on to your seats because this story takes another dramatic turn. Enter Mama D, Scrappy's mother, swooping in like a force of nature. Now, we all know mothers always have something to say about their children's relationships, but Mama D, she took it to a whole new level. She was absolutely convinced these two souls belonged together, and she wasn't afraid to let the whole world know it. When Scrappy talked about his mother's desperate wishes to see their family whole again, I swear you could hear his heart breaking in every word. But Bambi? Oh, she handled everything in a completely different way that had everyone talking. While Scrappy was wearing his heart on his sleeve for the world to see, she maintained this incredible dignity that was absolutely awe-inspiring. She refused to participate in the public back and forth that everyone was expecting. No subtweets, no cryptic messages about her pain, no joining in the speculation that was running wild. Instead, she focused on her own path, healing privately while the world watched and wondered what was really going on behind that composed exterior. But honey, let me tell you, the public wasn't about to let this story go. Every single social media post was analyzed like it was a secret code. Every cryptic message was dissected word by word, and every interview was scrutinized for the smallest hint about what was really going on. Everyone was asking the same burning questions. Was there any hope for these two to find their way back to each other? Had the pressures of fame destroyed what could have been a forever kind of love? Was their connection strong enough to heal the wounds that had torn them apart?
I don't ask for none of this. I ain't asking my mama to go through this, bro.
And it's serious right now, like.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Nigga, I was on the floor crying last night, bro.
Listen, bro. Don't let that
Nah, nigga, my mama, man. Man, I got people trying to be in my business about the baby and stuff. You know, we got baby mama number 2 mad. Like, I don't know what I did to her. And then my mom, cause she going through it. I mean, and did
What point do I really just say all this? I'm like robbing myself out of just moments in my life because of my loyalty to somebody who never really truly held me down in any capacity.
Scott, why do we talk to her all day?
Because that's what we do.
I told her I was going through something last night. I said, yo,
And I said, I'm trying to understand what's happening.
My mother is dying.
You being hella dramatic.
I'm really just quiet, period. I ain't even got the strength to do this.
You done talk about me to everybody around this motherfucker.
You done talk about me. You done talk about me. You done hold you down. I done held you down. And I down. But you know what?
Go away.
You know what? You
All that. I ain't going nowhere, and that's why you mad. That's why you really mad.
I'm not mad at you, Bam. I really love you.
Yeah, okay.
The aftermath of their breakup was absolutely devastating to watch. Scrappy, who used to command every stage he stepped on with this incredible confidence, was completely shattered. Everything in his world seemed to remind him of Bambi. Every place they'd been together, every shared memory, even the smallest things would trigger these waves of regret that were painful to witness. This wasn't just another celebrity breakup. This was a man losing the love of his life. His Instagram became this raw, emotional diary that had everyone glued to their phones. His posts transformed into these heart-wrenching confessions that left no doubt about the depth of his pain. He laid absolutely everything bare, his mistakes, his regrets, and his undying love for Bambi. There was this one post in particular that had everyone in their feelings, a desperate plea that showed just how deep his pain went. He wrote, "I know I made a mistake, but know that I love you, Bambi. I always have and I always will. Let's talk, please, let's work this out." The authenticity of his pain was undeniable. The comment section absolutely exploded with reactions. Some fans were adamantly team fight for your love, encouraging him to never give up on winning her back. Others thought that some bridges, once burned, can never be rebuilt, no matter how much we wish they could be. But the real game changer in this situation, Mama D stepped back into the spotlight. She wasn't about to sit quietly and watch her son suffer through this heartbreak. No, she took to social media herself, writing these incredibly emotional messages about Bambi and even dropping hints about her behind-the-scenes efforts to bring them back together. During this tear-jerking live video, she said something that had everyone reaching for their tissues. "I realize mistakes were made, but I've seen my son give this woman his all. Love like this doesn't happen very frequently. I just hope Bambi sees it if there's any chance." Her words sent speculation through the roof. Was there still hope for a fairy tale ending to this love story? But Bambi continued to maintain her dignified silence through it all. While Scrappy and his mother were wearing their hearts on their sleeves for the world to see, she chose to handle everything with this incredible grace and dignity that had everyone talking. She threw herself into building her business empire, spending quality time with her closest friends, and creating a life beyond the relationship that had defined her public image for so long. Of course, this didn't stop people from analyzing her every single move like it was evidence in a detective story. If she posted a meaningful quote about love, everyone immediately assumed it was a secret message to Scrappy. Share a photo where she was smiling and living her best life? Obviously, she was trying to show the world she had moved on. Then came the endless stream of rumors, whispers about secret meetings between them, supposed sightings at exclusive clubs, stories about private attempts at reconciliation that had everyone wondering what was really going on behind closed doors. When this absolutely heart-wrenching old video resurfaced showing this tender moment between them before the breakup, with Scrappy telling Bambi, "You'll always have a piece of my heart no matter what," social media literally went into meltdown. Everyone was asking the same questions. Were they really over for good, or was there still unfinished business between them? Scrappy channeled all of this emotional turmoil into his music, and honey, the lyrics were pure poetry of heartbreak. One song in particular had everyone convinced it was his musical love letter to Bambi. "I see her face in every crowd, but I can't reach you now. I lost the best thing I ever had. Tell me how to turn this around." Fans spent hours analyzing every single word, debating whether this was his way of finally letting go or a desperate attempt to win her back through his music. Meanwhile, Bambi was out there proving that a woman's success doesn't need a man's name attached to it. She was building something absolutely incredible on her own, showing everyone that while love might end, your own story is far from over. Some fans held on to hope like it was their last breath, believing that time heals all wounds, while others reluctantly accepted that sometimes even the most beautiful love stories don't get the happy ending we're all hoping for. But let me tell you something. This wasn't just another celebrity breakup that would be forgotten when the next scandal came along. The raw emotions, the public display of pain, the unresolved feelings, it all became part of pop culture history. Even as the initial buzz started dying down and new dramas took center stage, people couldn't forget about Scrappy and Bambi's epic love story. Scrappy tried absolutely everything to move on, throwing himself into his music, surrounding himself with friends, trying to recapture that fast-paced lifestyle he was famous for. But nothing could fill the Bambi-shaped void in his heart. Even in professional interviews, when he tried his best to keep things focused on his career, you could hear the pain in his voice. He wasn't over her, not by a long shot. And Bambi? She was absolutely thriving, building her brand into something incredible, becoming so much more than just Lil Scrappy's ex. But those closest to her knew the truth that she kept hidden from the public. Leaving him wasn't the easy choice everyone thought it was. She had loved him deeply, built an entire life with him. But sometimes love just isn't enough to keep two people together. She kept her pain private, but occasionally she'd drop these cryptic messages that had everyone talking for days. One day, she posted something that set social media on absolute fire. "Some things are meant to teach us, not to stay with us." The comment section completely exploded. Was she finally addressing everything that had happened? But in typical Bambi fashion, she kept her dignified silence, driving everyone crazy with her grace and composure. Then came that unforgettable night when Scrappy went live on Instagram, looking more vulnerable than anyone had ever seen him. In this dimly lit room, he poured his heart out to everyone watching. "I know I've talked a lot, but I need to say this one more time. I know I messed up, but I still love that woman. Bambi, if you ever see this, know that you'll always have a place in my heart, even if I don't know if you'll ever forgive me." His voice cracked with emotion, and social media went into an absolute frenzy. But Bambi maintained her characteristic silence. As time passed, their story became less headline-worthy, but Scrappy kept channeling his pain into his music. His new song had everyone talking. It was raw, emotional, and unmistakably about Bambi. "You used to be my queen, my ride or die, but now I'm just a memory, a bystander. I can't lie, girl, but I miss what we had. I see you shining and doing good, and I'm not mad." Life continued moving forward for both of them, even if it wasn't the way everyone had hoped. Bambi's business empire grew more impressive by the day, while Scrappy continued making music that touched people's hearts. Occasional run-ins at industry events, subtle social media interactions, and random sightings kept hope alive for some of their most devoted fans. Would they ever find their way back to each other? Nobody knew for sure, but everyone had an opinion. Their story showed us the real, unfiltered side of love. The pure joy, the devastating pain, the endless hope, and the heart-wrenching heartbreak. Scrappy learned the hard way that true love means fighting through the difficult times, while Bambi showed us all that sometimes the strongest thing you can do is walk away, even when your heart is screaming at you to stay. So, what do you think about this epic love story? Are some loves truly meant to stay in the past? Or can real love conquer all the obstacles life throws in its way? Should Bambi have given Scrappy another chance to make things right? Or was she absolutely right to focus on building her own empire? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more juicy celebrity drama. And hit that notification bell to stay updated on all the latest developments in the entertainment world. Until next time, keep watching, keep wondering, and never stop believing in the power of love, no matter how complicated it gets.